What's going on, everybody? Cannon Hotel back at it again with another one. Back at it again with another one. Just in BJ's right now, seeing what they got. Thanksgiving around the corner. I think I got everything I need. I got 8 turkeys I need to fry. 8 turkeys that I need to fry. So gotta make sure I get that done. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday. And here I am in the fucking candy section. Man, I swear these big box stores get you sidetracked, yo, don't they? You know what I mean? These big box stores get you sidetracked. Like, and I got a membership to all of them. I got a membership to all of them. And I don't even know what I'm not even in here looking for anything particular. I just was like, let me just go ahead and see if there's some things that I might need for Thanksgiving. Anyway, so it looks like the Daniel Penny trial is getting ready to come to an end soon. I think the prosecution wants to arrest, I think, come Monday. They had the medical examiner take the stand because the prosecution, they're getting their asses handed to them. All right, prosecution getting their asses handed to them. Now, this is to be expected. I don't think that this thing should have ever went to trial, in my opinion. Um, you have a bunch of eyewitnesses who said that Jordan Neely was acting chaotic, threatening people's lives. And a lot of these witnesses, if not all of the witnesses, are saying that Daniel Penny jumped into action, may have saved people from harm. You know what I mean? What's up, bro? So the medical examiner, she takes the stand and she says that her expertise, asphyxiation or compression of the neck is what killed Daniel Penny. Right? But then she also says that Daniel Penny had a substantial amount of K2 in his system. A substantial amount of K2 in his system. And he had sickle cell, which was wild. Uh, Now she thinks that the sickle cell it could have flared up under that high stress situation and could have been a contributing factor too, but she's saying she doesn't know for sure if that's the case. She's also saying that she can't be for certain that the K2 uh, was the issue or not. But she seems like she's trying to push for the state to be like, yeah, it was compression of the neck. I think that's pretty interesting, you know. But you got their key witness also, the key witness in the trial, right? I've been waiting to talk about this. Like I played a replay of me and Jay, my co-host Jay Pylon. Shout out to Jay Pylon. Us talking about it as when this happened initially. Um, we were talking about this when it happened initially. Uh, it was a crazy set of circumstances. You got a guy on a train talking about he ready to go to jail. You know what I mean? He hungry and he tired of it. He ready to kill somebody and all this other stuff. What's up, Montoya? You know what I mean? And then this guy Daniel Penny springing in the action. But their bombshell witness, the prosecution's bombshell witness, just changed his story on them. The prosecution's bombshell witness just changed his story on the prosecution. And citing that he thought that if he didn't go with the prosecution, allegedly, if he didn't go with the prosecution, he was afraid that he was going to be charged with something. I was like, damn, that's wild. That's a hell of a turn of events. So now it looks like the cards are in Daniel Penny's favor. The cards are in Daniel Penny's favor. Now, what do I think about the whole situation? Like I said, me and Jay talked about this when this happened. Now, it ain't no mystery, right? It ain't no mystery. Uh, or it don't take rocket science to know what happens on them subways in New York and Philly and all that other stuff, right? There's a lot of violence that happens. There's a lot of crazy people that get on there and do crazy shit. Again, in that same stream, in the stream after that, I showed you guys videos of women and people getting assaulted, and and hurt, like really, really hurt by crazy people getting on the train. We saw the guy in Brooklyn who got on there with the smoke grenades in the Glock, and he threw the smoke grenades out there and started shooting people indiscriminately. You know what I mean? It's dangerous on them subways. Even here in Baltimore, I told my wife she can't ride the subway no more. I told her she cannot ride the subway no more. Because it's crazy. You got these crazy people. These drugs are getting more and more potent. You got more and more people on them pills and that fentanyl and all that other stuff who trip out, and I can't have that shit. You feel me? So I told her she can't ride the subway no more here. Those people on that subway were scared. They were scared. They all testified that they were scared, and they testified that Daniel Penny jumped into action and he possibly saved a bunch of them from what could have been a disaster or a catastrophic event. Let me see what we got here. Sorry, y'all. He saved them for what could have been a catastrophic event. Now, in the beginning, when this all happened, this all went down. Sorry, y'all. Let me put this in my pocket. I'm trying to figure out how I still got my Bluetooth off, and damn AI is talking in my ear. Anyway, there's a lot of shit that happened on those stations. A lot of events that happen where people just pull their phones out, they start recording, and nobody jumps into action. Nobody tries to help anybody. Right? They just watch people just do horrendous shit on the subway. I showed y'all a video of this. I don't know what it was, a they them or whatever it was, jumped on the subway and just grabbed that lady by the hair and just paraded her around by her hair as this lady is mouthing "help me." Lady was mouthing "help me" as this crazy person was marching them around the train. Another one where a lady got the R word on the train, in the train car, and this is in Philly. R worded in the train car while the people just watched. Nobody helped, and everybody in the comments and stuff. Why didn't nobody help? This is pitiful. This is sad. Nobody helped that lady. They just sat there and let it happen. They just sat there and let it happen. Now you got somebody like Daniel Penny who actually jumps into action, and now he's on trial for potentially stopping a situation from getting worse. Now, did Jordan Neely deserve to die? No, he did not deserve to die. Did Daniel Penny mean to kill Jordan Neely? I don't think so. I really don't think that Daniel Penny wanted to kill Jordan Neely. 1 second, y'all. I don't think that's the case. I think it was a series of unfortunate events that this happened. Also, what I find odd is the fact that the two guys that helped Daniel Penny restrain Jordan Neely, helped Daniel Penny restrain Jordan Neely, they didn't get any charges brought against them. Because he wasn't the only person. They only brought it against Jordan Neely. I wonder why that is. All right. One of the guys looked like me. One of the guys looked just like me. Like legit, like he could be my clone. It's because Jordan Neely was a white man who took the life of a black man. Now the big thing about it is he had that K2 in the system. They said he had K2, like a substantial amount of K2 in the system, which could have contributed to whatever state that Jordan Neely was in. You know what I mean? And the question is, do you sit there and you wait for Jordan Neely to attack somebody before you jump in, or do you preemptively do it? You know what I mean? That's my question. Do you preemptively do it? David, what's up, David Murdoch? You know what I mean? What's this, Lamont Lucas? You think what? Do you think that Jordan Neely wanted to kill? You think Daniel Penny wanted to kill Jordan Neely? Is that true? Is that what you think? Now, according to one of the eyewitnesses, her kid was on that train with her. Her kid was on that train with her, right? To me, that's, you got to protect the babies. You know what I mean? Now, I said this before when this first happened. My thoughts: if Jordan Neely was on that train selling wolf tickets and just talking and being a crazy person on the train, you know what I mean? Then you gotta let him just be a crazy person on the train selling wolf tickets. You know what I mean? Now, if he was posturing, right? If he was posturing and he was pacing and he was saying, I'm going to kill everybody on this bitch, or whatever they said he was saying, because there's some accounts according to the testimony in the trial that he was saying that he was ready to die. I'm ready to go to jail. I hurt somebody. Da 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 da. You know what I mean? You had people like they were credibly scared for their lives at that point. They were credibly scared for their lives, right? And so instead of just sitting there waiting for something to happen, I think Jordan Neely jumped in there. Now my thing, like I said, is this: if he was selling wolf tickets and he was just pacing back and forth, talking to himself, sounding like a crazy person, then you just keep an eye on him. And if you do some crazy shit, then you jump in there and you do what you got to do, right? You do what you got to do. If the danger was imminent and he started getting louder, more boisterous, or started pacing harder, or he started like he was about to go for somebody, then you got to jump in and do what you got to do. You got to jump in and do what you got to do. That's how I feel about that. Do I think Daniel Penny meant to kill him? No, I don't. No, I don't. What's up, Miss Wild Wolf? I think that shit just happened. Now, like I said, the kid had K2 in the system. He had sickle cell trait, and I think they said he had something else in the system too, or the K2 was laced with something that made it more potent. I believe that's what the medical examiner said. Right, that might have contributed to whatever state that that Jordan Neely was in. Also, they was like, well, he held him in a chokehold for 6 minutes. For that 6 minutes, Daniel Penny was still fighting. And I mean fighting, he was still trying to, get up off the ground and do all this other stuff, which is expected, right? That shit is expected. So he was sitting there trying to fight up off the ground, and Daniel Penny was trying to restrain him till they got to the stop where the police could take him. They said he was still alive when they got to the hospital, or he was still alive when he got to the hospital. I think he died in the hospital. He had a pulse when the police got there, when the paramedics and all that stuff got there. He still had his pulse. That means that he was still alive. People who think, oh, he choked him to death, y'all don't understand how chokes work. Y'all don't understand how chokes work. K2 messes with your head on his own. You know what I mean? People don't understand the chokehold, right? There's different levels to the chokehold. One, if you got the chokehold sunk in that motherfucker right, Daniel Penny wouldn't have been fighting for 6 minutes. If that chokehold's in right, Daniel Penny's not fighting for 6 minutes. Daniel Penny's out in 10 seconds, 20 seconds. He's asleep. He's snoring. He might piss himself. But for him to be fighting for 6 minutes tells me that Jordan Neely did not have that chokehold in. Daniel Penny did not have that chokehold in, sunk in, and he didn't have that shit clenched tight. Which tells me that his intentions were not to kill Jordan Neely. His intentions were not to kill Jordan Neely. And I stand by that. Again, there's somebody who's participated and competed in combat sports. This person that, I fought in tournaments and stuff like that. I've done jiu-jitsu and wrestling, and I was a champion wrestler. If Jordan Neely was fighting for 6 minutes, that means that Daniel Penny was not trying to kill Jordan Neely. Daniel Penny had enough pressure to keep him there. Now, as he was fighting, I would say that Jordan Neely probably had to apply more and more pressure. And in the heat of the moment, he put him to sleep. Maybe whatever was in the system, he could have panicked and had a heart attack, or something. We don't know. But what I'm going to say is this, is that Daniel Penny did not intend to kill Jordan Neely. But what I'll say is this is going to rely heavily on eyewitness testimony. This is going to rely heavily on eyewitness testimony. I'm pretty sure that there are videos that we have not seen yet because everybody films everything. Everybody films everything. Yeah, exactly, Robert. They hear chokehold and they think you see this the shit in the movies. Exactly. You know what I mean? What are you talking about? Yeah, if you got somebody tripping out on a train, you're gonna hold them down, yo. What is you talking about? He was fighting. He was fighting. The video that we saw, even you can go back to my streams, yo. Go back and look at my streams. I showed a video of him fighting. He was fighting for 6 minutes. He wasn't asleep in 10 seconds or 20 seconds. They were holding him down because he was acting up on the fucking train. You know what I mean? I would think that I would do the same shit, not kill somebody. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm not saying that Daniel Penny didn't know what he was doing, but I know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I mean? If my kids on the train or people in danger on the train, I can get the upper hand on the person, I'm a fucking jump into action. I'm gonna jump into action, period, full stop. And hopefully, you're not scared enough to not jump into action. If something was to happen and you see it. But this is what's going to happen. The witness testimony is going to be the key to this trial. And that's what it's looking like right now because the prosecution is getting their asses handed to them right now. All the witnesses are saying no, Neely was a threat. We were fearing for our lives, and thank God that Daniel Penny stepped in. Right? It's not a problem. It's not the case is not whether or not Jordan Neely killed Daniel Penny killed Jordan Neely. It's did he intentionally kill Jordan Neely? Was this a justifiable homicide or was this a malicious homicide? And I think what's going to get found out. What's up, kid? I think what's going to get found out is that this shit was a justifiable homicide. Like I said in my other stream when this shit first went down, that's what it's going to come down to: witness testimony. And everybody on that train was like, "Yo, that motherfucker was scaring the shit out of us. He was a threat, and Daniel Penny stepped in." And I think that's what's going to get him off. You know, he waited till he passed him. I would have waited till he passed me too, kid. I'd have waited. I'm not going to be like, I challenge you to a duel. If I got somebody on the train that's wilding, if somebody's in front of me, like for example, right? I was a bouncer. I was a bouncer. If I got somebody in there tripping in the club, they tripping out in the club, they acting out. I don't know. I had a dude who was assaulting women in the club one day. I'm in the club. I'm what's it called? The Half Mile Track. One of the most hoodest clubs in Baltimore City. Niggas in there just assaulting bitches, right? He doing this and that and this and that. And I gave him, I guess, yo, you gotta chill, yo. You gotta chill. No problem. Looking for right? Somebody to, apply for these jobs. He ain't listen. I caught his ass off guard. I waited for that nigga to turn his back and he went to do some shit again. And I fucking L'd that nigga out and I threw him out of the club. Me and him got the fucking tussling. But I'm not about to sit there and fucking fight you in close quarters like that. I'm gonna wait for you to pass me and I'm gonna snatch your ass up. It's just being tactical. It's being tactical. Yeah, you ignore the people like Jordan. I've ridden the subway. I've watched crazy people. Right? I've watched crazy people, but I also seen crazy people do crazy shit on the subway. Do I feel threatened? I don't. But if you got people on that train that was tripping out, they was like, yo, they was scared and he stepped in, that's what it is. Now, does that justify what he did? That's the case. Does that justify what he did? Right? Like I said, if Jordan Neely was sitting there selling wolf tickets and just fucking being a crazy person on the train talking, no, you let him be a crazy person on the train talking and you just keep watching him. You just keep watching him, right? Now, if Jordan Neely was being a crazy person on the train and then he started talking, I'll kill everybody in here, whatever he was saying, and he looks like he's going to approach somebody, then yeah, you got to step in. Again, like I said, he didn't choke. He choked him out. He had him in a rear naked choke for 6 minutes. Let's be technical about it. He had him in a rear naked choke for 6 minutes. Anybody who's ever been in a chokehold or been choked out, it takes 10 seconds to 20 seconds to put you to sleep. Daniel Penny, he had total control of Jordan Neely, and he could have put him to sleep immediately if he wanted to put him to sleep immediately. But he didn't do that. He was just trying to restrain him. Now, the more Jordan Neely fights, the more pressure gets put on, and then next thing you know, boom. So it's not the question is did he kill Jordan Neely because he killed Jordan Neely? The question is, was it intentional or was it a justifiable homicide? You know, you know what I mean? Yeah, no, he didn't. He didn't. You're right. He didn't touch nobody. Gonzalez, but yeah, Gonzalez fucked the case up by lying. But did Gonzalez lie? Well, he did lie. The question is, did Gonzalez lie for the state? Did he lie for the state? And then had a change of heart because he's like, yo, if I continue with this bullshit, then an innocent man might go to jail. Did his conscience kick in? Did his conscience kick in? You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? Me personally, I don't think you need to wait for somebody to do something crazy. Like, I'm not gonna wait for somebody to stab me before I start fighting them, right? You know what I mean? He lied about who being a hero. He was the prosecution smoking gun, wasn't he? Everything I've been hearing, Gonzalez was the prosecution smoking gun. Yeah, all these eyewitnesses saying, yo, nah, that dude was an imminent threat. That's going to be the issue, right? That's going to be the main thing is these witnesses, and these witnesses all side with Neely. I mean with Penny. Period. Full stop. Period. Full stop. If those people on that train felt like their lives are in danger and Penny stepped in, Penny walks, and that's what it's looking like right now. Now, if he was just selling wolf tickets and just pacing back and forth and being a crazy person on the train, right? And those people went like, yeah, he was talking, but he wasn't hurting nobody. If those eyewitnesses go, he was just talking, but he wasn't hurting nobody. He didn't have to step in like that. Then Penny goes to jail, right? But if those people, which has been happening, those people go, no, he was a fucking threat, and Penny stopped it. Thank God. Penny's gonna walk, and it's gonna be a justifiable homicide. That's what's gonna happen, and that's just being objective, yo. That's just being objective. But personally, I don't think he meant to kill him. His tactics, or he let him pass him first before he grabbed him. I'd have did the same fucking thing. I'd have did the same thing. You crazy not to? As far as like if you need to gain the upper hand on somebody that's a problem. Let's just say my big 290-pound ass, right? My big ass 6'1", 290-pound ass. I start tripping. Yo, cannon on the motherfucker. He out here tripping, yo. He up there bucking on people. I don't expect somebody to step to my fucking face and then square off with me. It's dumb. I would expect somebody to catch my ass off guard when I'm not looking to make the shit, to take me down quickly and not have to exert a bunch of energy or uh at the risk of other people getting hurt. You know, it don't matter if you're a Marine or not. I know Marines who can't fucking fight. Justifiable, yes. I didn't know they still did that in Baltimore. I caught one of those up 99 up there. But when you did that, did it at half mile? Yeah, the half-mile track, yo. Yep. Yep, exactly. Yep. Over there in Irvington, yo. Yoko know exactly what I'm talking about. Yo, tell him, yo, that's a dangerous area. I'm not about to square off with them niggas. I'm in BJ's, but yo, Costco got some banging chicken salad. You know what I mean? I mean, I think does it set a dangerous precedent? I think the precedent that it sets is that what's going to happen is people going to be afraid to act when somebody's in trouble. It gets rid of the good Samaritans. You know what I mean? That's what happens. It gets rid of the good Samaritans. Nobody's going to step in, right? No matter what the situation. Yoko said he from Irvington. Yeah, them young boys crazy, yo. They crazy as hell. I told the story when I was at the half mile track, and I had to pull a gun off somebody. You know what I mean? Because we was talking about the Ti situation where Ti got mad because the kid ain't asked him for ID and stuff, and Ti got all indignant. I'm like, yo, when I was a bouncer, I knew people. I seen them every weekend at the club. I seen them every weekend at the club. You know what I mean? And I still, yo, let me see ID. I still patted them down. One night, dude came in there. I knew him. I seen him every single weekend. I patted him down. He got the Glock on him. I'm like, yo, come on, yo. You know I can't let you in that. Come on, B. Come on, B. I'm like, nah, yo, go put the shit in your car, yo. All right, yo, all right. Just because it's you, yo. It's you. I'm going to go put it in the car. He put the shit in the car, pat him down. He had nothing on him. That nigga got in a fight in the club 30 minutes later. Him and his people. All right? You don't think that if he had that Glock on him and he got in that fight in that club, he wouldn't use that shit? You know what I mean? But the thing is that I think that Daniel Penny preemptively jumped on him because we don't know. Maybe Daniel Penny Jordan Neely went to go and attack somebody and he snatched them up. We don't know. We haven't seen the video. The only video we've seen is them on the ground. That's it. Now I know from the video, from what I've seen, if Daniel Penny wanted Jordan Neely dead, he'd have choked him out immediately and he'd have been asleep. Anything after a minute, it's a wrap. Right? If I choke you out 20, if I got it right, 20 seconds, you sleep. Right? You hit a minute, you brain dead. But Neely was fighting for 6 minutes, trying to get up off the ground and all this other stuff. That tells me that choke wasn't sunk in as devastatingly as everybody's saying it is. You know, when the paramedics got there, they said he had a pulse. When he let the choke go, because I remember the video with the black dude was like, yo, all right, yo, he shit himself. Let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go. And you see Jordan Neely, his body started heaving. That's what happens when you're coming back out of a choke, right? When you're coming out of like a blood choke, when you let it go, your blood is rushing back to your extremities and your brain and all that other stuff. So now his body is like heaving because he's coming back too. Now, when he put him to sleep, did the K2 and the sickle cell contribute to him, dying later? It's a possibility. Or was it just the blood choke itself that killed him? That's a possibility. That's a possibility. Right? The thing is, was it intentional? And we're going to find out if it was intentional through the eyewitnesses. The eyewitnesses are going to determine whether the jury says guilty or not guilty. You got a bunch of subway riders that's probably jurors, and they done seen some shit. I guarantee it. I think Daniel Penny walks, and that's just being objective. I think Daniel Penny walks. Now, my personal opinion, if you got eyewitnesses up there saying, "Nah, yo, Daniel Penny was being malicious and this and that, and he couldn't wait to jump on that black man," then all right, now we got a conversation. But nobody said that. Nobody said that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's cold as shit here today, yo. Yeah, back in the day, the owner would let us from the hood bring the joints in there. But I remember that fight you talking about that night. Too, he was a village dude. Yeah, yeah, yep. I think you probably. Oh, you was there. So that yeah, it was crazy, yo. That shit was wild. If it's the same fight we talking about, my man 6ix9ine let the mace go. He was like, fuck it. He just let the mace go. Everybody started running out the club. Then the police came in behind it and they let the mace go. It was crazy, yo. It was crazy. That night was wild. I mean, the whole bar was fucking fighting that night. I see your perspective. I think that it's a possibility for sure. I think it frames things in a way where anytime someone feels threatened by an unruly person, then all bets are off. I can see that perspective, and I don't agree with. I agree with your perspective, and I don't agree with allowing that to happen. Right, right. Yeah, and I agree. So there's a like I said, if it's just him talking and selling wolf tickets, then and the people in the eyewitnesses say, yo, he was just talking, and Penny didn't have to jump on him. Penny should go to jail, right? Because now you got corroborating testimony saying, yo, he was just talking. He wasn't a threat. But when you got people on the train, like everybody in that car, damn near saying, yo, he was a fucking threat, and we were scared for our lives, and Penny steps in, Penny walks, right? I think that's what it is. However, I do agree with what you're saying, whereas though, because like certain you gotta gauge certain shit, right? Now none of us was on that train car, so we don't know what the fuck happened. Right? Right now we just saw fucking Monday morning quarterback and this shit. But me personally, being on the fucking train here in Baltimore and watching crazy people be crazy people, there's been times where I've put my shit down. I've taken my book bag off, or I've taken my coat off to prepare myself to take somebody out because they look like they about to do some crazy shit. I've been in those situations. You know what I mean? I've been in those situations where I'm sitting there, I'm on the train, I'm chilling. Jonathan Major's lawsuit dropped. It should have been dropped. That's what's up. Thanks for the $2, y'all. You know what I mean? Let me see. The juries are terrifying. Those prosecutors do everything they can to stack it with idiots. I don't know about this one, David. Now I know as far as your son's, like we gotta talk about your son shit. That shit is still wild. Is that shit still going on? Is the shit with your son still going on? Now that's just a complete injustice, yo. We gotta talk about that one. I want to bring you back on the channel to update us on what's going on with your son and his trial. That shit is wild. Um, but I don't know. I think this jury's gonna lean in the favor of a Penny. You got a bunch of people in New York, a bunch of subway riders who seen shit. I think they're gonna resonate with the testimony of those witnesses, and I think that Penny walks. I think it's gonna be justifiable homicide. I think he gets acquitted. Um, that's just me looking at it. But like I was saying, back to the story, it's like if I'm on the train. There's been times I was like, all right, let me just get prepared to fucking knock this person the fuck out or something because they wilding, right? And it's been bigger motherfuckers than me on the train tripping. They off that shit, and I'm like, all right, if this nigga act, because that's what I do. My brain works like, all right, if this motherfucker start getting violent, I'm gonna have to take this motherfucker from the back. Pause, and I'm gonna have to choke him the fuck out. Rudy the vet Russo that be in the channel. Rudy had that situation happen to him on the bus. He told us about the story on the channel. That motherfucker was being violent though. That person was biting people. I think he said he took a chunk of somebody's arm, and Rudy jumped up there and choked him, and ended up killing him. You know, but this is like what you call a series of unfortunate events. Did Daniel Neely deserve to die? No, he did not. Jordan Neely, did he deserve to die? No, he did not. He did not deserve to die. He should have been in somebody's fucking program or institution. I'm not saying jail. He should have been in some institutional program or something like that. You know what I mean? 42 incidents, including I think he tried to push a lady off the platform. Yeah, he tried to push a lady off the platform at one point. Um, he was a troubled person, and he should have been in somebody's institution or program or something. You know what I mean? The state failed him just as much as everybody else. The state failed him just as much as his family. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, he in a situation now. He not here no more. But I don't think he deserved to die. But did Daniel Penny deserve? Did Daniel Penny intend on killing him? No, no, he didn't intend on killing him. You know. Now, I did agree, and I said this in the stream when the shit first happened. You know what I mean? No, it had to go to trial. It had to go to trial. You can't just walk scot-free from some shit like that. That shit got to go to trial. You got to answer for it, and you got to let the facts lead where they lead. But like I said in the beginning, I said it's gonna come. Like I said in those streams, it's gonna come down to the eyewitnesses. It's gonna come down to the testimonies of the people. I think that's why they let them go in the first place. I think that the police seen some shit. Cause come on, let's be real. Everybody records everything, yo. These BS cases would stop if we made it a law that all trials were televised. You honestly think Rittenhouse wouldn't have got a fair trial? Would have gotten a fair trial? No, he wouldn't have got a fair trial. He wouldn't have got a fair trial at all. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is this. This is just a sad set of circumstances all the way around. You know what I mean? Sad set of circumstances all the way around. It's sad that Neely ain't here, but I don't think Penny just tried to kill him. I think Penny was literally trying to do, protect those people on that train. You know what I mean? That's just me. We don't know what the cause of death was. I mean, the examiner said that it was compression of the neck was the cause of death, but she also acknowledged that he had a substantial amount of K2 in his system. So that could have contributed as well. I don't know. So, do I think Penny should walk? If the people are being completely honest with the testimony, and they're saying that, yo, he was posing a threat to us and we were afraid and he acted, then yeah, he should walk. Justifiable homicide. But that's not what's happening in the court right now. Those people are, they got hot honey. Those people are siding with Daniel Penny. So I think he's gonna walk. I gotta get two of these. What y'all know about this shit? What y'all know about the Mike's hot honey? What y'all know about the Mike's hot honey? This shit is delicious. I be putting that on pizza and shit. I be tossing wings in it. I use it like honey Old Bay. I use the hot honey with the Old Bay when I toss my wings. That was great. I mean, I don't know if the court take them into consideration. Sometimes they do, I think, but it depends on who it serves. I think it's an unfortunate thing. But like I said before, if the people came out and they said, yo, he was just selling wolf tickets, Daniel Penny just jumped on him and he didn't need to do that, then no, Daniel Penny should go to fucking jail. Right? You should go to fucking jail. Like, yo, these people said that he was just talking like a crazy person, but he wasn't threatening nobody. And you fucking wanted to be goddamn Superman and jump into action and you didn't have to. No, you should fucking go to jail. Period. But that's not the case. People on the train saying, yo, we were fucking legitimately scared for our lives. One lady said she had to fucking barricade her son behind her because she was afraid that Neely was going to attack and she didn't want her son getting hurt. Like, people was legit scared. Penny read the room. Penny strung in action. I feel like that's what I would have done as well. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've been in situations on the train, yo, fucking crazies, and I'm sitting there and now I'm coming up with a plan in my head on how I'm gonna take this motherfucker down just in case he start getting crazy, right? And it ain't because I'm trying to save people. Like, nigga, I'm trying to go home. You know what I mean? Ain't like I'm not. It's not like, oh, let me save everybody on the train. I want to be on the 12 o'clock news, the 5 o'clock news. Oh, civilian saves train car full of people from fucking maniac. No, nigga, I want to go home. I want to go fucking home. And if I gotta take somebody down to go home, then that's the fuck I'm gonna do. But you know what they need to do? They need to have more cameras on those fucking trains. I was just on the subway. I was just on the New York subway a couple weeks ago. We went up there. One of my wife's cousins runs a bar over in Brooklyn. Over in Brooklyn, he runs a bar over there. I forgot what the name of the bar is. It's a pretty dope bar. So we caught the subway when we got off the bus. We caught the subway over there, and not a whole lot of cameras and shit on them trains like that, right? Not a whole lot of cameras on those trains like that. You know, you need to have some cameras on those trains to watch shit like that. Not only that, you might want to up, you know, it ain't gotta be a police presence per se, but you need to up your police presence on your subway system. You know what I mean? You need to up your police presence on your subway system. You know, even if you had like an officer per train, I guess. I don't know how many trains y'all got, but an officer per train just walking between car to car, just making sure shit ain't crazy. You know what I mean? So my question is this though, and I thought about this. Are people really against Daniel Penny because he was white and he did it? Are people against Daniel Penny because he's white and he did it? Right? Because like I said, there was a motherfucker that was helping hold Penny down. I mean, hold Neely down. That looked like me. You know what I mean? It was a dude helping hold Penny down that looked like me. He was black or he was Dominican. He was something. He didn't get charged for nothing. He didn't get charged with anything. I'm looking for these little card balance joints. Here we go. Perfect. These right here, if you got like, you know, gluten sensitivity or, you know, you diabetic or, you know, got metabolic disorder, these things don't spike insulin. They're pretty good. You know? Like, what if it wasn't Neil? What if it wasn't Penny and it was the black guy that choked him out? Or the Dominican guy, whatever he was. Do you think we still be having this conversation? Would this have went to trial? That's my question. I don't know. You know, I think a lot of it might be politically motivated. Because like I said, I think the police saw some shit that we didn't see. They let them go initially, but then the shit made the news and then they had to go back and charge them. You know? Emily said, yeah, like, yeah, teach the white savior a lesson type situation. You know what I mean? What if it was the black dude? Barton said like I said, I don't know if he was like he was either black or he was some kind of Spanish. You know, what if it was that guy that choked Neely out? Would we still be having this conversation? Or would that guy be on trial in New York and we'd be like free fucking Hariel or whatever his name is? You know what I mean? Well, this should be another way around. Like, I'm trying to look at it objectively. You know what I mean? If those people, like I said, if those people would have got on there and said that, yeah, Penny was talking, but he wasn't going to do nothing. I mean, Neely was talking. We don't think he was going to do something. And Daniel Penny was wrong for jumping on him. Then I'm with the people. Like, all right, put Penny ass in jail. Penny was all gung ho and shit. No, let him go to jail. But we gotta take into account what the people felt. The people that he felt like he was protecting. If those people said no, he protected us, then we gotta run with it. We gotta run with it. So, what is this? This kind of fly. What's this? See, this is why I don't need to be in these stores. Look at this shit. So you got electronic board games. So you got Monopoly, you got Yahtzee, Shoots and Ladders, Guess Who? The game I love Life. Life is one of my all-time favorite board games. Battleship Connect 4, Operation, Candyland, Backgammon. They got chess and checkers. Simon Says is on here. Pretty dope. That's why I don't need to be in these places, yo. That's pretty fucking cool. How much they want for this stuff? Damn. No way. No, that shit gonna sit here. They want $400. They want $400 for that. Nope, I'm good. Nope, we'll go buy the board games. Pro Wild is this and that. Yeah, the Electric Family Game Night, that shit dope, but I'm not paying $400 for that shit. I'm gonna tell you that much. Yo, the middle of the store get me every time. Oh snap, we got the Council on Future Conflict coming. What's up, Daisy girl? Found a bunch. Like this shit is dope. I want one of these though. I'll pay for this. They want $400 for this joint, right? But my cousin, he found a spot that they sell like the full size console, and I think you can store up to like 1,000 games on it. So I could take all those emulators I'll be playing on my computer, and I can upload them to the game console. They want $400 for this one too, and it's just got Galaga and Miss Pac-Man. But I could pay extra $50 or extra $100 for the other console he got, and then just upload 1,000 games to it. I think I'm gonna do that, but I ain't gonna do that before I get my suppressor, because these suppressor laws have been super relaxed. These suppressor laws have been super relaxed. Oh, you'll give me a few Benjamins for an arcade game? Oh, I appreciate you, Emily. The council want to know when we going to war? Your guess is as good as mine. All I'm gonna tell y'all is be fucking prepared. I thought they would know better than me. I know they know better than me over there. Told Joe I've been trying to push people to his books, because right now I think them books might be needed if they keep fucking with Putin. A bunch of people gonna need that tactical wisdom. They keep messing around with Putin. So I got to get him on the damn channel, though. I got to get him on the channel to talk about some of that stuff, especially like a lot of people got questions about ham radios. I don't know shit about ham radios. I need to learn about ham radios. So I got to get him on the channel when it comes to that stuff. But I don't know. Because now everybody, like, it look like everybody trying to follow suit or trying to follow what America did, which is wild. All I know is them missiles, they fucking moving. We was watching on the channel last night. They said Mach 10, those intercontinental ballistic missiles can move. Mach 10? I thought the video was sped up. I thought somebody had the video on fast forward when we was watching it. I was like, that's how fast them fucking missiles really move. I thought somebody literally put that shit on fast forward to make it look more devastating than it really was. And then come to find out that shit was at normal speed. And them shits was hitting. Ain't no way, ain't no counter missile or whatever, no countermeasures going to catch the missiles. Yeah, I was showing NC Scouts joints too, yo. I was showing NC Scout stuff the other night when we was talking about being prepared. So we went to Amazon and we was looking at Joe stuff, and then somebody asked about the Bofang radio or the ham radio, and then NC Scouts book popped up, and I was like, yo, get both of them, get Joe's book, get NC Scouts book, and just be prepared. Sorry, I'm in your way. Okay. This would be love if my wife could get me this for fucking Christmas right here. How much is this? Oh, that's not a bad price. That might be worth it, y'all. That might be worth the money. Right there. I would put that in my office and I would do all my streams from this fucking chair. This shit is fire. Hell yeah. Then again, I probably wouldn't be able to get her out of my office. Every time I go in my office to do my stream, she gonna in that shit in there fucking trying to get herself together. I want to go to an NC Scout course. I want to go to a Joe course. I said I was going to go. I think I missed one in North Carolina they just had not too long ago. I'll be bluffing, yo. I gotta get my shit together. I really wanted to go to the one in North Carolina though, and I did not get down there. I just be so busy, yo. Like when I be wanting to do something like this Sunday, I'm supposed to go hunting this Sunday. I ain't been hunting all season, so My father mechanic called me up like, "Hey, yo, you coming out this weekend?" He's like, one of my friends got a bunch of land. Just bring the rifle. We could sit in the garage and pop them from the garage. And I'm like, that shit sound good. And I said, you know what? I don't think I got nothing to do Sunday. Fuck it, we out. I hope don't nothing come up Sunday that I got to do. Because like I don't take no time for myself as of late. This chair is the midpoint between Idiocracy and Wally. Oh yeah, I guarantee. I guarantee if I sat down in this chair, nothing's getting done that day. Nothing's probably going to get done that day. And it's plugged in right now, and I want to sit in it right now, but I'm not. I'm not, because I'm just sit there for the rest of the damn day. Well, Corgi, what's the deal? I know, right? I know, right? I know. My wife be saying the same thing. And I be telling my father the same shit, and I don't even follow my own goddamn advice. I keep telling my father, like, you gotta take time for yourself, Dad. And I don't follow none of that advice that I give him. So I'm gonna make it my business to get out there in the woods this Sunday, and I'm gonna get at least 2 does. I'm gonna get at least 2 does. I might even stream it. No, I can't stream it because YouTube don't like you having guns in your hand on the live stream. They don't like you having guns in your hand on the live stream. So maybe I just get some footage and then we'll touch on it on a live stream. I haven't made it to not one section I intended to make it to in this daggone place. I haven't made it to not one section. The middle of the damn store has got me in a chokehold. I'm just looking around. I got some Gold Peak tea, some hot honey, and some damn carb balance. I ain't made it back here to the frozen food section at all. Your father currently out in the woods? See, that's what's up. Yeah, I need to make the time. My dad need to bring, but he just getting over pneumonia, so his ass ain't coming out there. He at work right now though. Like he at work right now, and I like you need to stay home. You're sick. Like I know they said that the viral part of it was gone, but your lungs still got to recover, and all this other stuff. He don't listen. But if I say, "Hey, Dad, let's go hunting," he's like, "No, son, I gotta get some rest." I'm like, "Here he go. Here he go." Oh my gosh! See, this is the part. This I shouldn't even be around. Look at this. Look at this. And I'm an old man. Oatmeal raisin is my shit. Oatmeal raisin. Look at this. Look at this. How much is this? See, This why I don't need to be in here. This why I don't need to be in here at all. It's shit like this. Oh my gosh. Yes, fat ass. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I know fresh is better, but God, be more careful, man. Damn. Excuse me. Yo, kid Gravity, you still in here, yo? He might be on to do his show. I want to make everybody mad right now. I know this might send him over the edge right now. Man. Pecan or pumpkin, see? Mini pies of my kryptonite, see? I'm in the dog food section now. I'm trying to see how much they. No, I'm gonna stick with Tractor Supply on the dog food. The dog food is a little expensive. Anyway, I just want to make everybody mad. Pumpkin pie is just as good as sweet potato pie. There, I said it. Pumpkin pie is just as good as sweet potato pie. There, I said it. Fight me. At first, I thought Uncle Hotep was tripping, and I think like a year or two ago, was it 2 years ago? I did my pumpkin pie stream, and I had a pumpkin pie and I had a sweet potato pie, and they both taste spectacular. Not one was better than the other. There's only one caveat to that, unless it's crispy. Right, there we go. One in the chat if y'all can hear me. One in the chat if y'all can hear me. One in the chat if y'all can. All right, there we go. There we go. How you doing? Let me ask you a question, yo. Excuse me. Let me ask you a question. Pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie. What you got?
Again?
Pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie.
I like both.
See?
I mean, but you know what? The pumpkin pie is changed from sweet potato pie to me because it, I mean, you get a bit more cinnamon and nutmeg, spice it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Potato pie,
It's already sweet and you don't want to tone
sweet,
it. Yeah.
You want to keep this sweet.
Yeah, I said talking to my audience. I told them pumpkin pie just as good as sweet potato pie. I appreciate it. There you go. Oh, no. That's got to be fresh. There you go. Another black man said pumpkin pie just as good. He said you could doctor up pumpkin pie more than you can doctor sweet potato pie up. I ain't think about that part of it. You got a point. Pro says sweet potato. I'm telling you, Pro, you got to get with Chris, yo. I know it's a way for him to ship you something down there, yo. Listen. Now she charges $25 a pie, right? And I get it, you know, it ain't like she a store where she get her stuff wholesale and stuff like that. She doing it out of the house, but it's worth every bit of that $25. That $100 I'm about to pay for these pies is well worth it. It's well worth it. I promise you. I hear that, Emily. Barton said, I'm from the South. Everything on the table gonna be good. I hear that. Like this year, right now, right? I usually like when I do host like Thanksgiving and stuff like that. When I do host Thanksgiving, um, I usually pay for everything. I usually pay for everything. I go buy everything, with the exception of a couple things that I feel like somebody else might be better at cooking. So, like for example, my mother, she makes stuffing from scratch. She makes stuffing from scratch. Like she makes the stuffing in the cast iron skillet. She makes stuffing in the cast iron skillet. Right? Well, not in the cast iron. She cook up the I don't know what her recipe is. She refuses to give it to me. So she'll cook up whatever I guess it's cornbread or whatever it is. She cook it in the cast iron. She'll cook it up in the cast iron. Then she add the sausage and all that stuff, in another cast iron. Cook that up. Then she mix that all in a pan, and then she throw oysters in her stuffing. She throw oysters in her stuffing in it. And at first, when she told me that shit back in the day, I was like, "Ooh, I don't want that. Oysters. That sounds disgusting." Until I had me some. Until I had me some. Now, when I do stuffing, if I do it, I don't do it as good as she do. I do add smoked oysters to my stuff. It's delicious. It's fucking delicious. Her stuffing is so good that I don't need to add no cranberry sauce and no gravy and nothing to the shit. You just eat it the way it is. It's fucking fantastic. Your deviled eggs, you have to make 10 dozen? That's a lot. That's crazy. They must be good. Where my mother from? My mother she from Glen Burnie, Maryland. But my grandmother taught her all of that shit. So my grandmother and them, they from down South Carolina. My grandparents, they was from South Carolina. Like I'm good at mac and cheese, but I ain't as good at the mac and cheese as my mother. So she might do mac and cheese and the stuffing. Or I'll be like, all right, mom, I'm gonna do my mac and cheese, and I'll be like, you do the greens. Now I can never get my greens away. I make some good greens, okay? I make some good greens, but I can't never get them greens like my mother. My mother in that bitch whipping in the pot like she cooking up crack. My mother in that bitch whipping them greens in that pot like she cooking up crack. Matter of fact, I don't know. She might be because she added a little baking soda to them greens. One day she came over, I was cooking my greens, and it was coming up against the time for eating. And I'm like, yo, we still got to wait. The greens ain't done. The greens ain't done. I need another 30 minutes on the greens. I need another 30 minutes on the greens. She's like, boy, get out the way. She pushed me out the way. She went to the cabinet, got the baking soda. She hit one of these little motherfuckers with the baking soda. Like 2 minutes later, them greens was soft and delicious. I'm like, did my mother just turn my greens into cooked crack? I'm like, holy Lord. Crow said it's called dressing. That's a southern dressing recipe with the oysters and stuff. I ain't know that. Yeah, my mother do ground sausage and oysters in it. That's why I'll be happy when she says she gonna do the stuffing. I'll be fucking doing a little jig in the middle of the floor. Cornbread, gizzards, turkey sausage, onion, celery, and some more shit. Exactly, yo. Exactly, yo. You never saw marshmallows on sweet potatoes, candy yams until you went up north. Everybody say that. Everybody say that. I don't like the marshmallows on candy yams. I don't. I used to not like candy yams. Now I do. I love them. That's another one that I make pretty good. I make good candy yams. I make good candy yams. Right. When I was a kid, I used to just pay attention to like what my mother and my grandmother did in the kitchen. And then my father, when I was living with him, that nigga could not cook. I told y'all that story. Like my whole entire existence, my dad was a bodybuilder. So every morning breakfast was like spaghetti. And I ain't talking about the good stuff where you got all of the ingredients. It was just noodles, sauce, then salt and pepper. I ain't do the salt. I just want pepper on mine. You know what I mean? With a little Parmesan cheese and a piece of chicken breast on it. That was breakfast for like ever. So if we was gonna get a real meal in that house, I was like, I'm gonna have to start cooking this shit myself. What? Potatoes with legs in the Midwest. We do oysters in our dressing too. My grands are from New Orleans. See, I didn't know that shit was a thing. I thought they was making shit up. The shit was good though. But like I said, this year it's a potluck. So I'm gonna fry 2 turkeys. No, I'm gonna fry 1 turkey because we were going to fry 2 turkeys. But I'm gonna fry 1 turkey and then I'm gonna do a barbecue. I'm gonna probably do a barbecue baked turkey. So I'm gonna do a barbecue baked turkey and I'm gonna fry a turkey. Um, and I'm gonna do the ham. I'm gonna do the ham. I was gonna do a rice pudding. That's one recipe my mother did give me that I had to really, really beg for. I had to beg for the rice pudding recipe. But I'm gonna do a rice pudding, and then I'm done. Everything else is being taken care of by family members. One of my wife, her aunts, is bringing. Excuse me, I'm sorry. She making a brisket. That brisket be jumping. You know, my sister. I forgot what my sister doing. I think my sister's doing the mac and cheese this year. I think my sister's doing the mac and cheese this year. Cause my mother had knee surgery, so she helping her out with some stuff. So my mother's still doing that stuffing. And my mother doing the greens. So that's a win right there. You know what I mean? My wife, one of her other aunts is doing the sweet potatoes, if I'm not mistaken, or the candy yams. Um, that way I gotta come out with all this money, yo, because before like Thanksgiving for me, I don't know, $300, $300, you know, that's what it cost me. Now with these prices in the grocery store, 600, 700, I can't put that out there like that. You know what I mean? I can't put that out there like that. Anyone else fry up okra? I had fried okra. That shit is pretty good. I've had fried okra. That shit is gravy. That's probably the benefits of working with Africans. They love okra, boy. They love them some okra. But yeah, I had fried okra. It's pretty good. I like it. See, Rudy, I'm sorry. It's chilly as shit up here, and you probably out on the water and shit with fucking sickles hanging from your beard fishing. It just got finished snowing up here, actually. It just got finished snowing. It was snowing this morning when I left the house. I'm like, oh damn. But let me take the truck. I jumped in the truck. Well, I had to take the truck anyway because I got to bring a trailer home because my wife got all this shit in the basement. And I'm like, yo, no, I'm taking back this basement, and I'm taking it back for Thanksgiving. I'm taking this back for Thanksgiving. This shit ain't gonna be a thing. So I'm gonna take this trailer home. And it's sad that I have to tell you guys the bed of my pickup truck isn't enough to clean out the shit that she has in the basement, and that I have to go get a fucking trailer to clean out my basement. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this real quick. I gotta pay for all this shit. Pay for this little bit of shit I got.
Welcome to BJ's. Please scan your membership card or touch Need Assistance. Card scan. Payment must be in the form of cash, credit, or debit. Please begin scanning. $4.99. Place. $16.99.
Damn, $16.
$6.99.
Yo, the hot honey was $16. God damn. But it's so delicious. And I'm making wings. So I got 4 items and it's costing me $60, $56, guys. 4 items is $56. How about that? Where's my card at? Where's my good card at? There you go.
Did you scan the items under your cart?
And there's my card.
Scan coupon now. Insert coupon. Your total is $56.46. Please select your payment method. Please wait. System processing. Follow the instructions on the PIN pad. You are finished scanning. Please touch. Did you scan the items under your cart? Scan the coupon now. Insert coupon into slot. You must touch the continue button to finish. Your total is $114.14. Please select.
Rudy, you might be right though. It might be a bit. This jacket might be a bit much. This jacket might be a bit much.
Follow the instructions on the PIN pad. Please remember to take your receipt. Thank you for shopping at BJ.
All right. Oh shit. But yeah, so anyway, I hope you guys. Anybody who else got some last minute shopping to do for Thanksgiving? Y'all got all your stuff ready, or are you not cooking this year? You know what's happening with y'all for Thanksgiving this year? That's my question. Y'all freezing in Daytona? It's 53. Hey Rudy, you talk about me. It's 53 degrees in Daytona and they freezing. Yo, literally, this is all I got in my cart. This is what I got in my cart. That's it. $50 to $56. That's crazy. Now you see why I ain't doing Thanksgiving? I'm not paying for everything. How you doing?
How are you?
Pretty good. And yourself?
I'm not doing bad.
I hear that.
You have a wonderful weekend, sweetheart.
You do the same.
Be safe.
You do the same.
Stop freezing.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? Have a good one. Now it's raining. No, fuck that, Rudy. It's cold as shit out here, Rudy. You can kiss my ass on that. I came out that store. That fucking cold air just hit me in the face. I was like, God damn. No, it's cold. Nope. And now I gotta head downtown because I forgot about a IT meeting. Like every month they do like a little lunch and learn IT situation, and I always be forgetting about that shit because I'll be having shit to do. Like most of the time when we had a meeting, like I'll be in the middle of fixing some shit, and they'll be like, "Oh, you coming to the meeting?" And sometimes like, "Yo, I gotta finish this shit up. I'll get the cliff notes from y'all later." But we're gonna head over there now. I think it might not be that much of a meeting. I think it's more so like I don't know. It might be like a Thanksgiving like luncheon type situation since a lot of people taking off next week. Like next week gonna be a fucking ghost town at work. Next week gonna be a ghost town at work. I got the trusty Dusty out today. This is my favorite vehicle. I got 3 cars and this is my favorite one to drive. What Rudy called me, he called my little sports car, he called the Lex Bubble. I don't like driving the Lex Bubble. It's a Genesis coupe, but I don't like driving that often. I want to keep the miles on it as low as possible. Let me put this up here. Oof. But my pickup truck is my favorite truck to drive. It's low maintenance. The only thing about it is just the gas is expensive as shit. I gotta fill it up every couple of goddamn days. The V8 ain't no joke on this thing. But it's an '04 Silverado. And y'all know them '04 Silverados, them 2001 to 2006, I think it was. Them shits is workhorses. They tanks. It take a lot for them to go down. So then it's 4-wheel drive. So just in case shit gets spicy, I can go ahead and get the fuck out of there. It's got a 6-inch lift on it. I got 35s on here. I might go back to 33s though, but I got 35s on it. So only other thing I'm gonna do is like I had a Jeep XJ. That bitch was kitted out as far as like off-road everything. I had the winch on it and all that other shit. I'm gonna put a winch on this truck. I'm gonna put a winch on this truck. There we go. No, it's fucking cold out here, Rudy. I don't know what you talking about. Rudy down North Carolina with fucking a Raiders jersey and some fucking jeans on right now, probably. Brian Nichols say free Penny, and he looked like Han Solo or who or Hoth. Where's your tan? A tauntaun. I'm tripping. Whew, man, so now I gotta head down to the city and I gotta park this big fucking truck somewhere. I usually park out front, but I can't park out front now because them fucking Gaza protesters done threatened the life of the goddamn director of the port administration for some reason, or one of the deputies. So now they gotta cut off the front part where we used to be able to park at because they don't want no violence happening. They gotta escort the man in the building every day. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. So I can't park out front. Now I gotta pay for parking. And if there's no street parking, I gotta park in the fucking parking lot. The parking lot gonna cost me about $20 to park. I'm like, I can't Zoom this shit. But like I said, they like these meetings. They like to have everybody in there. They be ordering pizza or whatever the hell they do, and then boom. Most of the time, like it don't really have a whole lot to. Most of those meetings don't really have a whole lot to do with what I'm doing, but I do contribute. I guess some sage advice, right? Like I said, I'm a systems administrator, so I do deal with some networking stuff and stuff like that, and I do know about fiber and stuff. So when we have these meetings, even though that's not my department, I can still get them saying, hey, when we do this, so you guys consider doing this? Oh my gosh, traffic crazy. So apparently the meeting started at 11. It's 11:20. It's all good. They long-winded. I'll get there and I'll be fine. Most of the stuff ain't got shit to do with me for the most part. So, and I need to get that fucking turn signal fixed. That shit is gone. Oh my god. What's your favorite? All right, so what's your favorite like side dish or whatever? What's your favorite dish during Thanksgiving? What's your favorite dish? We'll say for the holidays, because honestly, like your dinner for Christmas is usually rinse, wash, repeat of Thanksgiving, right? So what's your favorite holiday, dish? It could be a side dish, it could be a main dish. Like what is it? All right, now that sounds fucking good. Deviled egg salad. So that's just egg salad, right? That's just egg salad, right? Or do deviled egg salad have something different than egg salad? Or is deviled egg and egg salad the same thing? I do like me a good egg salad, I can tell you that much. Green bean casserole. I've never had green bean casserole. I love me some green beans, but I've never had green bean casserole. I heard it's delicious. Dressing with cranberry sauce. So we call it stuffing, but yeah, like Pro said, y'all down in the South, y'all call it dressing. What is that? I can't pronounce that shit. That's some Italian shit, ain't it, Rudy? Baked macaroni and cheese, cornbread stuff, and Italian pasta. Italian pasta is good. I used to make that shit for like competitions, right? I used to make a pasta salad or Italian pasta. I used to make pasta salad. I used to make pasta salad for like competitions, right? Because I would like when I would train, I'd be on keto, so all my carbs and shit would be super super low, so I could drop weight and stuff like that. And for some reason, I was really strong doing keto, but pasta like starches made me fucking Superman in a competition. So I would make pasta with me, like a pasta salad, and I would eat that between events, and that shit made me feel amazing. Oh man, you make your deviled eggs and use them to make your devil. So what's in a deviled egg salad? That's my question. People love stuffing and dressing. Say a 7-layer salad. A friend of mine, his wife make a 7-layer salad. That shit is that. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Mexican corn casserole. That sounds good too. That sounds good. That sound like that just. That sound like a. It sounds like a Mexican salad. It sounds like I don't know, fucking burrito bowl. Mexican corn casserole just sounds fucking delicious. Green bean casserole. No green bean casserole for you, Daisy? Because of deep fried birds. I actually did that this year. So this year I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fry turkeys for people. So I was charging people $65 a turkey, and I was including the turkey. So included with so $65 including the turkey. They're gonna pick them up from my father's office on Thanksgiving Day. Um, because last year I fucking killed it. I killed the game when it came to the deep fried turkey. I brine that shit for like well, mine's I brine for like 3 days. I brine my turkey for 3 days. Now the turkeys that I got for everybody else, they came pre-brine, so I'm not gonna brine them, but I'm gonna rub them down with like this rub that I like to do, and then I'm gonna drop the bird after that. I'm probably gonna do the rub like almost like how I do when I marinate my fried chicken essentially. So that bird gonna have a nice crust. That skin gonna have this delicious crust on top of and I might inject it a little bit. I might inject it a little bit tonight. I'm going to try it out. So because I've never had a pre-brine, I never had pre-brine turkeys. I always brine them myself, and I don't want to brine them again, and then them shits be super salty. So I'm gonna take one of the birds. I got a 14 pounder to test out. I'm gonna I'm gonna, I'm gonna um I'm gonna get it all seasoned down and shit like that. Toss it in a little bit of flour. Yeah, I toss the birds in flour, people, and then I'm gonna drop that shit in some grease tonight, and we're gonna see how this shit come out. That way, I know what my recipe gonna be on Thanksgiving Day. You know what I mean? So have a good one, Wild Wolf. I mean, deviled eggs are great. Deviled eggs are a good appetizer. Like when you waiting for food to be cooked, deviled eggs is a nice go to. You put them out on the table, let people eat the deviled eggs until food is ready and shit. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fry some chicken. So after I fry the bird, I'm probably drop about 50 wings or 50 party wings into the grease. That way, people got some chicken that's gnaw on if they get there early or something like that, or something ain't ready yet. I plan on having dinner at about 4 o'clock. You know, yeah, I don't like a dry stuffing. You know, Now, what do y'all think? So I'm having dinner at 4 o'clock. I feel like 4 o'clock is a good time to have your Thanksgiving dinner. You know what I mean? I think 4 o'clock is a fantastic time to do that. I don't like having late dinners, right? For one, especially when I have it at my house. So I want to be cleaning up by about, we have dinner at 4. I want to be cleaning up by about 7, right? That way we eat at 4. People can get their second and third plates. Give people enough time to eat all that fucking food that's gonna be there because I got 2 refrigerators, but I ain't trying to be outside in the garage trying to fit shit in there, and then in the house trying to fit shit in the house. Right? Yeah, there we go. Yep. Eat at 4, clean about 6 or 7. Right, exactly. Because I don't want to. Like, I don't want to wake up. On Friday. I probably got to work Friday. I don't know. I might take off. I don't know yet. But I don't want to wake up the next day and I got a bunch of cleaning to do. You know what I mean? Right? Most people clean as they go, but it can get chaotic, right? You can get chaotic in the kitchen, especially because my mom's gonna be up there because, like I said, she had knee surgery. So I'm gonna go pick her up after I finish frying the turkeys for these people, and she's gonna finish all of her prep up at my house. So I only got one. I only got one oven, so we gonna be in that motherfucker sharing. You know, we gonna be in that motherfucker sharing. But once you got a bunch of cooks in the kitchen, shit can get messy real quick. So I want to be cleaning up around 6, 7. By 8 o'clock, I'm trying to be sitting down with my eggnog, fucking twiddling my toes, chilling, chilling. It is officially eggnog season. Me and my son have officially polished off our first gallon of eggnog. We've officially polished off our first gallon of eggnog. I'm thinking about it. I got space in my basement for a little kitchen. I do. I could probably put a little kitchenette or something down there. Do something down there. I got a nice little spot to put that shit at too. I'm definitely putting a bar down there. So I'm moving. I'm gonna move my little YouTube studio out of this one area because I'm like, I was gonna like make it like a little area for my wife or for us to get away from the kids and shit because kids just be boy oh boy. I was like, look, we can put a little I mean, put a little casting couch in here. I'm just joking. Little TV or something. But she was like, nah, no, no, let's just use that for storage, right? Because what she trying to do, she thinks she's slick. What she trying to do is she trying to keep a bunch of that shit I'm about to throw out today. That's what she's trying to do. Well, no, 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 let's just use that for storage, so we have place to put stuff. I'm like, yo, under the fucking steps is enough. The trees can fit under the steps, and why we got 3 trees? Like, we don't like. Why do we have 3 trees? And I asked her, yo, do we really need? Can we just have 1 tree? Can we throw these other shits out, please? We don't need 3 fucking trees. We don't need 2 trees. The third tree never gets put up. And you know what tree that is? The tree I bought. I bought one of them nice LED trees that got the lights on it and shit. You know why she ain't want that LED tree that I bought with the lights on it? Because it had the multicolored lights on it. She just want all white lights and shit. I'm like, what's wrong? I grew up in a house with all of the fucking multicolored lights on it. Like, it is LED. It's cool. Me and the kids went and picked that shit out. And she don't never want to use that shit. That shit, my tree be sitting under the goddamn steps, and the other 2 be out there just chilling. I'm gonna throw one of her fucking trees out. We gonna use my goddamn tree. You're a multicolor. Yeah, right. Rainbow Coalition, baby. Rainbow Coalition, baby. Nah, that's what we had when I was a kid, right? She want a white Christmas and shit. I'm like, look, lucky ain't got no goddamn Kwanzaa lights on this bitch. Nah, but she got so much stuff. She does these holiday baskets and these gift baskets, and she sell them, and she sell them for a good little profit margin. But what she did was she got ahead of herself. I'm like, let me just start pre-buying shit before people order these baskets. I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm like, I think your baskets are better when you make them to order. I said, I think you should just make your baskets to order. No, no, no. I mean, it's certain things that I use and like tissue paper. I said, all right, but that shit makes sense to have tissue paper and maybe, gift bags. I got you. I said, but this other shit, like, don't just start buying obscure shit and just having it in the basement. Like, your shit should be made. And what she go do? What she go do? She go buy obscure shit, and it's all over the basement, all over the basement. Hold on, y'all. I gotta fucking scan into the garage. One in the chat if y'all can still hear me. All right, there we go. All right, cool, cool. Man, they make you spend all this money for these fucking. Y'all make us spend all this money, and y'all need to upgrade your fucking system. Y'all need to upgrade your system. I'm trying to scan my little barcode on my phone. And that shit ain't trying to work. And I ain't about to hit the little ticket button and pay $28. I'd rather pay the 20. So the 20 is already bad enough. I got to pay $28. Now I got, it's bad enough I got to pay $20. I wasn't about to pay 28. They kiss my ass on that shit. I need to put a backup camera on this truck. Put a backup camera here. So. You thought they got me? No, they ain't get me. I just had to use my phone to get into this parking lot. That's Eggnog in the South. Where's that at? You got your booze in the second glass. See, so on Christmas, right? Me and my brother did a stream, and we had got this. It's called dough ball, like whiskey. We mixed that shit in the eggnog. That shit was fantastic. Fantastic. You'll say, where you at now, Yoko? Where you living at now? Yeah, keeping the inventory on hand is a mistake, and that's what she did. Now my basement looks crazy. Looks crazy. Like I got a nice basement. Like it's finished and everything. It's just got all her shit in it. And today I'm taking advantage. After I finish this meeting, I'm going to pick up a trailer. She is helping my mom with some stuff, and she got a bunch of meetings she's gonna be on, so I can go downstairs and start throwing shit away while she ain't looking. Now I'll have a heart like, okay, maybe she want to keep this. I'll put this over here. We drink eggnog since I was little, but it wasn't until I was in my teens that I found out other people would add alcohol to eggnog. Oh yeah, it's delicious. Oh man, I love me some eggnog. Your craziest contained to your office. Banana cream pie moonshine. That sounds really good. You in Wisconsin? Ooh, I know it's cold up that bit. Tire rack coats of caramel on the Jeep. I'm really good at using the door handles as a guide. I hear that. Like I'm good with backing up the truck, but it just would make it easier. I got spoiled with my F350. You know what I mean? And I got the radio, nice little Pioneer unit. Wish they had the Dolphins on this one, but no, I got my nice little Pioneer unit. I just need to plug in a camera to it. When I bought it, it didn't come with the camera. I was like, oh shit, I bought the wrong one. But it's all good. Anyway, let me get my late ass up to this meeting, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream, guys. Let people know we live. Catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. You want to donate to the channel? $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Super chats, Rumble Rants, always welcome. But $ Cannon Hotep is the best way. If you guys want to make an old Cannon Hotep happy, help me get this suppressor. Help me get this suppressor, because apparently people getting that suppressor paperwork back in like 2 days. Somebody got their shit back in like 8 hours. But I want to get a suppressor. I think I was looking at Palmetto State. I think I'm gonna get me a dagger. Right? I'm probably get the micro dagger, and I want to get a suppressor. I want to get a nice suppressor. So, if you guys want to help, pitch in and get your boy a suppressor because the paperwork is only taking like 2-3 days to come back. I really appreciate you guys. Anyway, until next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying, be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. I'll let y'all.